Dr. James Naismith is known as the creator of basketball. Basketball was introduced at the Berlin Olympics in 1936. Basketball consists of a 94-foot court with two basketball hoops on each end of the court, which allows the teams to put the basketball into the hoop. The game of basketball starts with a tip-off, which is two tall players center off in the middle of the court while officials throw the ball into the air, and whichever team tips it to their side of the court, that's who gets first possession. It is played with a round brown ball, and each team consists of 12 to 15 players, but only allows 5 players per team to be on the court. In the game of basketball, each game consists of 4 quarters with 8 minutes per quarter, including 10 minutes in between the second and third quarter, which is called halftime. And halftime consists of performances, which gives advertisement for the crowd. During this time, there are lots of foods such as cotton candy, popcorn, hot dogs, and also beverages the fans like to enjoy.
While watching, there are songs the crowd really likes, such as Second Coming by Joel Santana. As the game goes on, the crowd yells, "The ball doesn't lie." This means if you miss or make a basket, the ball tells it all. The game starts off with the American flag and the national anthem. Each team is subtitled to a uniform and also a warm up with the logo of the team name located in the middle of what we call a jersey. The team wears matching shoes to show unity.
Each team is guided by a coach and an assistant coach. Their job is to make the players more knowledgeable to the game of basketball. They always say hard work pays off. This is their motivation to work harder at the game of basketball.
They also choose captains, up to 2 players, to keep the team in order. To become a captain, you have to work hard in practice, show good sportsmanship, and lead your team to do better in the game. The game is overlooked by an official that judges the game, such as calling fouls and keeping the game in good order. In between quarters, the players get tired, so they call for substitutions. While they're out, they drink Gatorade or water to keep hydrated so they can go back into the game. While the game is going on, there are cheerleaders that keep their team in good spirit, yelling chants and cheering them on. Each team also consists of a mascot. A mascot is a character that symbolizes their team.
Some rules that go along with basketball are fouls. Each player gets 5 fouls. Any players that gets more than 5, they are no longer subtitled to the game. A foul is any type of offensive push or physical contact toward the opponent.
A thick line that outlines the court are used for out of bounds purposes, which means if the ball hits or goes on the other side of the line, it's the other team's ball. Also, this sport consists of points. These points determine if you win or lose the game. A layup is worth 2 points. To receive this, you have to make a shot in front of the arc.
And anything behind the arc is worth 3 points. At the end of the game, the scoreboard tells whether or not you won the game by who has the most points. If it's tied, which means the same number of points, the game goes on into overtime, which means this gives the players 4 minutes to score as many points as they can. Now, this can also determine who wins the game. At the end of the game, there are all types of announcers in which they interview players, give stats and recommendations to individual players, and encourages the players to believe in yourself, teammates, and coaches. The players shake hands in faith of good sportsmanship, then goes into the locker room where they meet with the team and coaches to talk about the game.